Peace Collective, my name is Kay and I'm a messenger of the universe. Welcome back to my channel, y'all. Even if you're new here, this is not the first time that our souls have crossed paths. Let's get started, y'all, with this reading and see what messages are coming out. And y'all know I'm gonna start off with the intuitive messages. I'm actually recording this earlier than I usually record my videos, so I honestly am like, I was really feeling the energy today, or at least the vibes. And I kind of feel like a lot of y'all are learning to solve your own problems, collective. You're learning to fix things. You're learning to like roll your sleeves up and like get work done, okay? I'm seeing a visual of someone who is attractive because of what they know or like what you've experienced in your life. Like, I'm seeing some of y'all could be like mechanics, or you could be someone who is like you fix cars, or you know the word for like, I know the word, I just can't remember it, but like where you fix, not fix cars, but like you modify them or something like that. I don't know the actual word, but you may like, I don't know, do something with cars in particular, I don't know. But I'm also seeing like someone like literally rolling up their sleeves and using their muscles and stuff. So some of y'all could, like your area of work, you have to use your strength is important, like how much you can lift. You could work in like maintenance or something like that. I feel like a lot of y'all could be handy people. And if you're not handy with your physical strength, you could be someone who like you're more mentally talented in a way where you can solve problems in the head. You know how to fix like you can solve puzzles easily. And I just see you being someone who can work through mental stimulation. Like you work really well with mental stimulation. Some of y'all could be craving that energy in your relationships too. Like you want someone who can like bring out the best qualities of yourself. You don't really want to date people who kind of leave you stagnant, or you kind of get bored with them easily, or they don't like stimulate you intellectually or stuff like that. I feel like a lot of y'all probably resonate with like just wanting to be with someone who's kind of similar to you in that way, where you guys can keep up with one another. Like if you are the one who's like more physically capable, you may feel like you want to be with someone who also understands your lifestyle. If you like work out a lot, or if you're someone who like you read often, or you want someone who can fit into your life easily, and vice versa. Like I'm seeing a priority of compatibility here. And I think I've said this before on my channel. I feel like I say this all the time. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I always talk about how compatibility is everything. Like I don't care. Like I feel like there is someone for everyone. We may not all find our person, but there is someone out there for everyone. And sometimes we just have to be willing to like find someone who's like, we have to kind of like know what our limits are in a way. We have to know what our boundaries are, because we have to find someone who's compatible with our life and who we are. Rather, at least if you're looking at love in a more conscious perspective and thinking about the people that you're dating instead of just like rushing into things. Kind of feel like a lot of y'all are understanding that timing is important when it comes to love, especially because you can't really control when you meet someone, because there's a lot of it that's outside of your control. But you know that when you do meet that person, it'll be at the right time and when it's perfectly meant for you, collective. So I feel like a lot of y'all, I'm sorry if I'm just yapping, y'all. Like I really am just going off right now. But I feel like a lot of y'all could also just be understanding yourself more through this process, especially the time that you spend alone, and just becoming more of yourself, feeling more of yourself, feeling like you're healing, or you're learning, or you're growing. I feel like a lot of y'all should be very proud of yourselves, because you've probably been putting in a lot of work, especially in this 8 year. You could resonate with feeling in and out of each of the 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, 8 of Cups, or 8 of Swords energy. Just kind of feeling like you're either one of those energies or the Strength card. But I kind of feel like the main idea here is that like a lot of y'all for this 8 year, we have to kind of like put in the work in our own lives in a way. And all of us are doing it in our own ways. Like for me, I'm putting in work towards my career. And I know for some of y'all, you could be putting in work towards like your health, or you could be putting in work towards, it's kind of like this is the year where you can't make excuses anymore. Like any excuses you had, they're done. Like it's over type thing. Like you have to put in the work, or you're just going to keep crying over spilled milk. Like, that's the vibes of an 8-year. Like, it really is a type of year that puts you to the task, and it asks more of you, and you have to be willing to make sacrifices to make things happen, collective. So I feel like a lot of y'all are just becoming more mature as a person, as a human, and understanding your place in this world. It's really beautiful, actually, because I feel like a lot of people are realizing this about you. This could be what people are saying. Like, a lot of y'all, you have really, you come from like a very interesting background or something like that. Like, your roots are interesting. People may want to know where you come from, or like where your family comes from, something like that. You may notice people becoming fascinated with your like genealogy and your lineage and stuff. I'm hearing, where are you from? I don't know why I keep hearing like stuff about your geography or like where your family is from or something. So first we have Pisces, Intuit. So with Pisces influence here, some of y'all could be 12th housers, Neptunians, you could be Pisces placements, but you have like Neptune in your 12th house, or Neptune in Pisces, Pisces in your 12th house, something like that. The 12th house also represents hidden enemies. And I think what's interesting about the hidden enemies, what I've noticed, at least with like heavily Pisces influenced people, even though they do have hidden enemies, for other people it may be more obvious, I guess, about who these enemies are. So some of y'all may find yourself seeking counsel from someone, asking for their input on hidden enemies, or asking about, hey, like, do you think this person is feeling jealous or envious? I feel like some of y'all have suspicions, but you didn't want to judge or something. But I feel like your suspicions are correct about someone or something in your life that maybe is a hidden enemy, or you overlook something about the situation that maybe is a lot bigger than you realize, collective. So I feel like a lot of y'all are learning to trust your gut, because I feel like when it comes to Pisces, that's usually a time period in our lives where a lot of transformations are happening, and it's like the second biggest transformation in our astrological chart. And at least this is my opinion. Besides the 8th house is the first significant transformation in our lives, and when we get to the 12th house, that's like the second significant transformation, because it's when we are emerging into death and understanding like our reason why we are here. I feel like a lot of y'all are feeling, I feel like a really uplifting energy from this collective. Like, y'all really feel like home. Like, I really feel like a lot of y'all underestimate how you make people feel really like safe and at home. And this could be triggering for people who are like those hidden enemies, or who are sending evil eye, because a lot of y'all are unapologetically shining right now. And I kind of feel like it's kind of making people upset, or is making the girls mad or something like that. Like, you may notice people are like excluding you intentionally and stuff like that, or just trying to pretend as if they like you more than they let on, collective. I feel like a lot of people are trying to see how they can use you, or use whatever that you have to benefit them, especially without compensation, without paying you for it, or giving you any sort of recognition, even like gratitude. So I feel like some of y'all are just realizing like, everybody around me does not have the best intentions, and it may be a subconscious reaction from these people. Like, even if they pretend to like you, you just know something's off with these people. Like, you just have a feeling they're just playing right in your face. So I feel like some of y'all are you're cutting it off right where it starts. And yeah, I kind of feel like you're learning to be more sensitive about your own emotions and trusting how you feel, collective, because that's really going to help you navigate these situations that are very confusing, or you don't really see everything you need to see quite yet. I feel like there's a bigger picture. So it's kind of like, just trust your gut feelings that you get about situations and people, even if it hasn't necessarily played out yet, because a lot of y'all are really on point, and you just may gaslight yourself, or you just tell yourself like, oh no, I'm wrong about this one, or something like that. I don't know. But I really feel like a lot of y'all are you're real. Okay, you're real for however you've handled the situations in your life, and it's gonna show. Okay, you're gonna be vindicated, and especially over time. And even if people say stuff about you that's not true, I feel like it's going to kind of come out over time about who these people's real intentions and the envy or jealousy that they really feel towards you, especially with the third house. Like, someone could be biting their tongue right now because they spoke too much or spoke too soon, collective. Like, it's not happening. I feel like there's someone who could want to communicate with you. This could be a Pisces or someone with 12th house placements. I feel like this person could want to be in contact with you, or they want to speak to you about something. And I'm not really feeling it's necessarily romantic either with a third house. I feel like this is actually probably like a friendship or a childhood friend, or this could even be a sibling, like an estranged sibling. I feel like this person does want to be in alliance with you, or they want to like amend things with you. They want to, this person could have like regrets over how they handled the situation or how they spoke to you or something. I feel like this person does want to create an alliance with you, or they just want to fix a situation if it didn't work out or something like that. If this is a romantic situation, this person would still want to be friends with you. They maybe don't like the way things ended between you and this person. I feel like this person is learning to bridge the gaps in situations, especially using communication, using their words. I feel like some of y'all could be tired of the communication, though, or you're just tired of people who just have words or who have apologies but no like actions behind it. And I feel like that's kind of where the disconnect could also be, because this person could just be talking, like all they do is apologize, but they don't actually put in the work, or they don't actually act to change their behavior. Like, it's the same patterns every time. So I feel like some of y'all are kind of like over the words, like over the apologies. You're like, yeah, like just keep your distance from me, you know. And I feel like Spirit is kind of urging you to communicate with someone. If you don't communicate with people, just communicate with people you do trust and people that you do want to keep around you. I feel like this is a time where you could actually build strong alliances with people, especially if you allow yourself to be a little bit more sensitive, and now that you're aware of who is an op and who is not, or who is an enemy, or who is just not someone you should trust. I feel like you're kind of learning to communicate your emotions better, and also I'm hearing building bridges. So there's definitely people who want to like create networks with you, collective, or they know about some certain opportunities that you could have offered to you, especially if you come from that video where it was like your success and discipline are paying off. I feel like a lot of y'all are coming into like really grand blessings. Some of y'all are getting like really money out of nowhere, just like random payouts or investments that you forgot about that's suddenly paying off. I feel like some of that is really taking off for a lot of people in collective, and just expect money from unexpected sources, because especially with Jupiter, I saw like Jupiter and Venus and Taurus, y'all, like that's going to be a lot of opportunities for like, you may be feeling more of a foodie for some of y'all. You could be eating more. This could also relate to singing more, using your voice more, especially with that third house. You could notice any areas of your chart with Taurus kind of being more amplified while Jupiter is in Taurus. You could also notice areas where Venus is and where Libra is, your 7th house in particular as well. You can just notice these areas of your life becoming more intensified during this time and during this transit, especially if you have Jupiter in Taurus or in your 2nd house. Let's see, share your art with the world and keep going. Okay, so I feel like a lot of y'all could also be artists as well. You could be feeling the need to create more, and especially using your voice. Some of y'all could sing, or some of y'all are just being encouraged to share your work with the world, because you do have something to offer the world, and your angels, your ancestors, they kind of want to urge you to share how you feel. I feel like some of y'all could have taken a break, but they want you to know that's just a break. They want you to keep going when it comes to this pursuit, because it will take off someday. And I feel like it's not even just about the art taking off. It's mainly just about how it's an outlet for you to heal. Because when I see that share your art with the world, I'm thinking of the type of person that just creates because it's their soul's calling, it's their purpose. And I feel like a lot of people want to pay you so that you can survive off of this talent alone because you're so good at it. So someday you might actually become that person. Yeah, especially with this authenticity card coming out. I feel like a lot of people appreciate how authentic you are, especially if you are like a smaller creator. You still maintain like that same stable energy. You're more consistent, and you could be a lot more consistent than other creators they found who have bigger followings or who are a lot less consistent collective. I feel like a lot of y'all are actually dedicated to your craft, and this is what is going to make you stand out from a crowd, because you it doesn't really matter how many people are watching you or how many people are paying you to do something or not. You're just going to keep doing it because it's what you love to do. And you know, you'd be here to help one person if that was all who came to watch. Like, I kind of feel like y'all have that sort of authenticity about you. So as long as you like maintain this energy and you maintain staying true to yourself, it will take off someday. And I'm seeing a lot of people are going to regret the way they treated you, or they're going to want to be in your life because you're going to really take off in the future. I am seeing sudden fame or sudden wealth, like extreme wealth, y'all. Like, I've literally had dreams of watching some of y'all like rise like straight up to fame. And like, I don't want to reveal too much because some of those are kind of like my dreams that are a little bit of a keepsake for me and myself. But yeah, I have seen like sudden rises of fame and like being cool with like A-list celebrities type stuff in my dreams, and I just like always thought that was so cool. Like, I'm like, how and why, you know? I just think it's so amazing how like we can just connect with different timelines and stuff like that. So I feel like a lot of y'all are just learning to share your art with the world, share your dreams with the world, because a lot of people are waiting, watching by, stopping by with their popcorn, especially when it comes to like the content you do. If you're like me, you do the numerology predictions, people are probably waiting hand and foot. Like, I want this person's work because no one does it like them, you know? No one can do the predictions like them. No one can create the content like them. Like, you just gotta know that what you do is real, and a lot of people appreciate that about you, and they want you to keep going, especially if you have been taking breaks or you just been kind of busy with other stuff lately. They want you to go like get back to your roots, honey, and get back to what you love to do most. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of success. People can tell you love what you do, collective. Like, it's very obvious. Okay, you don't have to like prove nothing to nobody. And like, I'm hearing it's something you've like, people have watched you do this for a long time. Like, you could have been doing this since you were a child, or you could have been doing this since you were in like high school or something. Like, you've been doing something for a minute now, and people can tell that you're getting better and better each day at it. And I'm hearing impressed. Like, people are actually impressed by your gift because you're starting to take off. And some of y'all, you could be quite young as well, but it's really impressive that you're putting in this work and you are like being very successful at it. Yeah, I feel like you could have people around you who kind of, they hate hearing how good you're doing in life. Honestly, they hate to hear when you're doing well or when you're not struggling without them, or you're like, all they hear is like good news about you, and in some ways kind of making them look foolish because they could have like maybe talked down on you, or they tried to they gave you a bad prediction. They could have told other people like, oh, they're just gonna end up being a S worker and they're never gonna amount to anything, and they're only gonna work at McDonald's, and like, I kind of feel like you could have had a lot of people who actually like projected that type of ideal onto you. Like, they feel like, oh, you look this way, so you must be poor, or you look that way, you must be broke, or you look this way, you don't have a dad, or you don't, like, there's like a lot of people who could have made assumptions about you. And right now, whatever you're doing or how you're shining in a way is kind of proving them wrong, or it's kind of making them look stupid or foolish, because they could have been really loud and really, really loud about like what they were saying about you, or how much they don't like you, or how much they think you're gonna fail and stuff like that. And people are like, nah, like, this person's actually a success. They're actually doing what they got to do, and they're authentic. A lot of people are recognizing them for being authentic, and they want to work with them. They have a lot of clients and stuff like that. And I feel like it's kind of like, it's making these people wish they had shut up in the first place. So yeah, In the devil card, yeah, I really feel like a lot of y'all are learning to take everything one day at a time. With the devil card, I feel like there could have been people who they know you're making a lot of money off of something. There's like this devil card people could be trying to project onto you and say that maybe they want a piece of the pie. Okay, I kind of get people want a piece of the pie, and I feel like some of y'all can be so enmeshed in what you're doing that you lose the track of time, and that's kind of a good sign that you're doing something that you should be doing, because you're so good at it. I feel like it's very obvious to the world right now that you shine at what you do. You're very talented and beautiful at what you do. The work you produce is very beautiful, and I feel like you're very magnetic right now, and you're kind of attracting everybody under the sun. So just make sure you continue to protect yourself, especially against people who are like addicted to your energy or addicted to the experiences you provide for them, because I feel like that could also be a really strong point of tension in your life right now, because a lot of people know you're abundant and you can provide. So yeah, that's the main messages I'm getting for y'all, collective. If the reading resonated, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to join my beautiful community of my lovely ravens, my name is Kay. The pleasure being your reader today, and I hope to catch you in my next one. Peace out.